How are we doing today? Good. My name is John Krebs. I am the coordinator over at Joliet West. That very elderly gentleman over there is Ed Lewandowski. He's the coordinator over at Central. And we're all here this morning to sign your sons and daughters up for driver education. Now, in the state of Illinois, it is the law that you have to be 18 years old to get your license, unless you take and pass driver's education. Now, this process here does not only involve your sons and daughters, but also going to involve you, because you're going to have to get them to class, you're going to have to drive them, and once they get their permits, so we're going to need some cooperation out of mom and dad. Now, Joliet Township Programs is a three-phase program. Okay? We have the classroom phase, 30 clock hours. We have a simulation phase, which is 6 clock hours. You put them in a room and show them things, they drive a car. And we also have the BTW, or behind the wheel phase, which is an additional 6 hours. Okay? You have to pass all 3 facets in order for you to be eligible to get your license. If for some reason one is not passed, you come back in the fall and retake the one that you are missing or deficient in. In addition to this, okay, when it comes to the classroom, you are allowed to miss up to 2 classes. Your 3rd class will result in a failure because you will not meet the minimum clock hours set forth by the state of Illinois. Also, with behind the wheel portion, you can only miss 1 behind the wheel. If you miss your 2nd, you also will be getting a failure for the behind the wheel portion. So it's very important that you understand that with this commitment that you're making today, you need to be here. Otherwise, it's not going to work out and you're wasting your parents' money and so on and so forth. So if you have another commitment that you know that's going to interfere with driver's ed for this summer, whether it be a camp, you know, got a big vacation plan, something like that, this might not be the situation for you. Okay, you're more than welcome to come back in August and sign up for classes in August. It's very important that we have an understanding here that your sons and daughters need to be here in driver's education when they're supposed to be here, right, to meet the requirements set forth by the state of Illinois. Now, driving is probably one of the most dangerous things we do as a society. Okay? There's always risk out there. Okay? Even with us in the driver ed car, we got our brake, and we've been doing this for years and so on and so forth, there's still that risk out there. Okay? So with that in mind, the state of Illinois has imposed what is known as a graduate licensing system for young drivers. And we're going to talk about some of the guidelines with this graduate licensing program here in a moment. First of all, in order for them to get the license, they are going to have to complete 50 hours of driving with an adult at home. Mom, dad, could be older brother or sister if they're over 21. Could be grandma, I'm sure she's over 21. Okay? It could be an aunt and uncle, it could be a neighbor. Okay? Someone over the age of 21 who's had their license for more than a year. 50 hours. Also, there's going to be a 9-month waiting period from the time that they get their permit, the date on the permit, before they can go get their license. So if you're 15 right now, this is going to work out fine. 9 months later, you're going to be 16, that'll be fine. Also, no cell phone use whatever while you are driving under the age of 18. Also, you're limited to 1 person in the car once you do get your license under the age of 21 who's not a brother and sister. So you can't load up the car with 4 or 5 friends and, you know, have a nice Friday night. All right? Now, all these rules and restrictions are state laws. Okay? So if there's any questions, okay, I'm going to be here for a little bit. Okay, Pat Lanahan, who's one of our instructors, be here. Mr. Lewandowski, you're actually going to go downstairs and pass out the rules of the road book. Okay? But he'll be more than happy to answer some questions at the very end as we go through this process. Now, The first day is going to be a testing day, and it's very important that you are there, because we want to get the permits ready to go so that the first day of class we can start driving. Plus, the sooner you get the permit, the sooner your 9-month clock begins. Okay, so we're going to do this testing on May 21st. It's a Monday. It'll be after school at 3:30 at both campuses. So if you sign up for driver's education at West, it'll be in G building. We'll probably have several classrooms. Okay, in G building, driver's ed. Here at Central, it's going to be in the T&I building where the driver's ed is. Now, on the 21st of May, you are going to need to bring a list of 5 things with you. You will get this list. Please make sure that you bring all 5 of these things. Okay? They are the rules of the road book that you're going to get today, so you can study, look at it. Okay? You will have a test on